Leave it all on the court. Leave it all on the field. You gotta give it 100. That's from your head to your heel. This is the time that you want it. It's time to jump in and run it. Let's get to jumping and running into securing the deal. This ain't pretend, it's for real. Turn up the temp just a little. With stakes so high,
he's gonna make the throw. It's a touchdown.
Good looking for him. Long throw as always. Mike Evans, he scores again.
Mix it up for the combine. Push it to the limit. How I give it at the combine. Bet I blow your mind when it's lights, camera, showtime.
Who needs to see when you've got NFL free agency? It's a great day to be a NFL fan. We got a whole bunch of people in the studio right now. Across from me is Jordan Evans. We're going to throw him up on screen. Say hello, Jordan Evans.
What's up, everyone?
Oh, yeah. And then I know you can't see him, but we have Kirsten Blaylock sitting over here. She'll be joining us later. We have Edgar Rodriguez. He's just chilling over there in the corner. He gave a little salute, Hey, how you doing? And then over in our producer chair, we got the boys. Okay, G.A. Kona, Elijah McClary. All right, we got a producer cam over there, or are we out? Say hello, gentlemen.
What up?
Hey, there's the boys. There's Edgar Rod. Hey, the boys are back in town. Woo! All right, hey, this is a despicable day, okay? The nefarious Jason Licht got back at it again this year with Tampa Bay Buccaneers, okay, bringing in some good pieces. And, hey, you know what? We got a lot to talk about. Now, full disclosure, I have an earbud in with my ringer on because, speak of the devil, the 49ers are expected to sign Aaron Banks to a deal. Ooh. Wow. We're getting live updates right now. Tell me that's not the craziest thing you've ever heard in your entire life, okay? The Queen died? No. Combine's live. What are we talking about? So, another alert, bro. This is ridiculous. Ooh.
Another one?
A long-term Bears reporter just said something's about to go down any minute now. Trey Hendrickson? Could it be Trey Hendrickson? If Trey Hendrickson gets traded while we're live, I will lose it.
Oh, my God.
Okay. So we're going to start off with everything that's happened up to this point. Okay?
Right. Yeah.
Starting up at the top with the quarterbacks in our offense, working our way all the way down to our defensive backs. Okay, Jordan Evans and I are going to be giving our picks. What we're going to do, I'm going to tell you what happened. Give me your take.
All right.
Let's start up with quarterbacks. All right, we got three big ones right now. First one, we'll start early as they came. Geno Smith is traded to the Las Vegas Raiders for a 2025 third-round pick. Okay, Geno reunites with Pete Carroll. Seahawks get that 2025 third. They can make something out of it. What do you think, Jordan Evans?
I like that trade. As far as Las Vegas getting a quarterback goes, I see your eyes going wide. You must have just got something.
I did, but it's not necessarily what you think it would be. It's Aaron Banks, who was a backup for a little bit, just promoted to starter about 6 weeks ago, however long ago it was. He signed for 4 years, $77 million. 18
Jesus Christ.
For the guard who's moving over into Green Bay.
Oh,
with
my
the Packers.
God.
Wow. But, okay.
Oh, my God.
We're going to get off topic so often in this conversation.
Back to Geno.
What do we think he's going to do with these Raiders with Pete Carroll?
I like the trade. Geno reunites with Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
He stays under the same offensive scheme, but I think the Raiders are still going to go in and draft a quarterback. Might not be as early as we think, but I think they're still going to go in, draft a quarterback, and have him sit under Geno.
I don't hate that, but I think they'd be doing a little bit of a Jordan Love situation if that were the case. Just
100%.
because, how do you say it? Geno is apparently getting signed to an extension. I just don't know how long of an extension that's going to be, okay? But with him off the board, Seahawks are in a market for a quarterback, and they go get one with Sam Darnold, the best one off the board, okay? 3 years, $110.5 million, with that third year being an option and $55 million fully guaranteed, okay? This is a massive haul. Nearly $38 million a year for the former Viking. Now Seahawk, Jordan Evans. Can he do anything now that they've traded away their biggest piece on offense and released one of their others?
This deal, they got their quarterback, right? They got their quarterback. I think it may be a little bit of a stretch, but we did see what Sam Darnold did last season. Hopefully he can continue that for the Seahawks' sake. But, with the other free agency news, DK Metcalf going away, the Seahawks are really just they're in a tough position, especially with this deal.
Yeah, completely agree. And we have one more to mention, but before we go into that, 3 minutes ago, Connor Hughes is reporting that the Giants are no longer the only team interested in Russell Wilson, that the Titans just made a phone call. Things are starting to heat up, okay? Because we only have 2 quarterbacks left on the board, okay? We got Russ and we got Rodgers. Those are the 2.
Yep.
Reported, Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers are close to a deal right now. Nothing is confirmed yet. If anything is confirmed, obviously, y'all will be the first to know. Yep. But for the time being, that's all we got. Last deal, Justin Fields finally signs. He signs with the New York Jets after the Steelers told him he would not be a QB1 if he came back. This time, 2 years, $40 million, 20 APY.
I like the deal. You know, it gives the Jets, you know, at least some sort of hope.
Yeah.
You know, in at the quarterback position, you know, at least better than they had under Rodgers, you know, and then they go out, reunite him with Garrett Wilson. You know, I mean, they did lose DJ Reed, so they're gonna lack a little bit on the defensive side.
They did.
You know, I think they're in a good place with this deal.
I like it too. I like it a lot, especially with Aaron Glenn over there wanting a young stud at quarterback. I was going to say offensive coordinator. I mean, pretty much that's what he's going to be going into this. Okay, Aaron Rodgers tried to be kind of that kind of person. Didn't really necessarily happen the way he wanted to. Davante Adams leaving, which we're going to move into right now. Okay, We're into the receiver market. Davante Adams heads to the Los Angeles Rams on a 2-year, $46 million contract. Kind of ridiculous when you consider the fact that the Rams were trying to move on from Cooper Kupp to save money. Instead,
they go
releasing or trading him, they save anywhere from $8 million to $12 million on the cap, but then they take that cap and repurpose it entirely to Davante Adams. So now instead of Puka and Cooper Kupp, we got Puka and Davante Adams. Jordan, your thoughts?
I don't know. I don't know. I think just with all that has happened with Davante Adams and, you know, his side piece at least, Aaron Rodgers, you know,
that's one way to put it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. But I think they would have been better keeping Cooper Kupp. But you know, who knows about like the drama the Rams and Kupp had. So maybe it was a good move, maybe it's bad. We'll see how it plays out. But you know, they still have Puka. They still have Puka at least. You know.
Now, Davante was a late addition to this free agency room, right? He was only on the free agency board for about 3 days, okay?
Right.
But the rest of them, there were some big names, and both of them are both gone, okay? T. Higgins was franchise tagged by the Cincinnati Bengals. He has officially signed his franchise tag. That was just a little bit ago. But Chris Godwin, on the other hand, just signed today. Jason, like you madman, you did it again, okay? 3 years, $66 million, 22 APY. Reportedly, crazily enough, the Patriots were supposed to be offering him $25 million average per year. Then they came out and offered him only $20 when free agency actually struck. Right. So this reported by Rappaport. Okay, this was a reputable source that said New England offered him $20 a year, and then the Bucks decided to offer him 22, and they somehow got him back at a great price when that guy I think is worth 26, 27.
Oh, 100%.
Moving forward though, because you know me, I talk about Chris Godwin all the time. I mean, if you've watched this show at least a little bit, you know that Chris Godwin might be my Lord and Savior. Okay, moving on to a few other moves. Okay, we had a couple small ones. I'm going to bring them up, but I want you to give me your take on one specifically at the very end. Okay, so our 3 decently big ones. Joshua Palmer decides to sign with the Buffalo Bills, 3 years, $36 million, 12 APY. Braxton Berrios to the Texans on a 1-year contract. I believe it was $2 million. I can fact check that a little bit later.
$2 million.
Not entirely sure. And finally, Denami Brown from the Commanders heads over to Jacksonville after that sleaze Liam Cohen, that dirtbag, that scum of the earth human being. What a loser. Oh my God. You know those chairs in hotel rooms? That's what they made them for, that guy.
That's crazy.
He couldn't get Chris Godwin, so he ended up getting Denami Brown on a 1-year, $10 million contract with an upside of 12. But finally, the Steelers decide to trade for DK Metcalf. Okay, humongalunga move. Okay, in the NFL world, they send a 2nd-round pick and then swap 6th and 7th round picks with the Seahawks. Steelers get a massive target. Okay, one of the last true X receivers in the game to pair against another one of the last true X receivers in the game. Two big bodies. George Pickens announcing on his Instagram he will be going back to the number 1. DK Metcalf taking 14 over in Pittsburgh. Jordan, your thoughts? Will these two work together, and how many fights a game can we expect?
Oh my God, it's showtime out in Pittsburgh. Oh my God, you put any of these two one-on-one with either a cornerback, even if they have safety help, they're probably going to be at least starting one fight a game.
Oh, at least.
Each. So we're at least seeing 2.
We were kind of hoping that DK asked for George Pickens' number, and they just went to
like
town.
a Jordan Poole, Draymond Green
is.
situation.
Yeah. All right, before we talk about some of our offensive linemen in here, we have one running back re-signing. It's Aaron Jones is back in Minnesota. 2 years, $20 million, 10 APY. Okay, so good enough deal. Okay, I like it a lot. I really think they can make something happen. But then finally, on our offensive side, we're not going to go over these. We're just going to briefly cover them because I think they're worth mentioning. We have Morgan Moses signing with the Patriots, 3 years, $24 million, upwards of 28. Patrick McCarry to the Jaguars, 3 years, upwards of $37.5 million. And finally, I don't know why, but the Titans just decided to sign Dan Moore Jr., left tackle out of Pittsburgh, for a 4-year deal worth $82 million. Okay, the guy that couldn't hold his own against pretty much the bums of the bums, okay, is getting paid over $20 million a year for the Titans. And reported by Mike Garofalo and a few others, the reason the Titans wanted Dan Moore Jr. specifically is because they wanted a big left tackle that could anchor so that J.C. Latham could play right tackle, which is his natural position, which I don't know why they just didn't trade down and go get one of the offensive tackles in the draft. There's so many good ones in this draft, and they passed for Dan Moore Jr. and paid that guy $20 million. It's ridiculous.
That deal just breaks my brain. I mean,
I don't like it.
80 mil, 4 years for a guy who can't hold his own.
I truly despise it.
He really can't.
No,
I mean,
nothing there.
This deal reminds me of Dolphins' Jesse Davis contract extension.
Yep.
I mean, he can't guard. He is not good at his job. No.
Okay, and finally, we're going to cover some defensive signings, okay, on the edge side. 2 that we have to mention. Okay, there's a bit of a lore dump behind it, but I'll make it quick, all right? At the beginning of the week, Max Crosby gets an extension, $35.5 million average per year. Becomes the highest paid defensive end in football. Okay, everything's fine and dandy. He gets the money he wants, but then Myles Garrett asks to meet with the Browns owner. Hey, I want to trade. The Browns are saying, we won't trade him, and he's saying, but you have to. I will not play another down for you until let me go. I want to be traded. But money talks, okay? The Browns pay Myles Garrett $40 million average per year on an extension spanning 4 years, $160 million total. That was Daniel Jones' extension 2 years ago.
Right.
That was more than Geno Smith made 2 years ago. He's making quarterback money, and he just reset the defensive end market. So we have a lot of ridiculous moves coming in.
Ridiculous numbers.
On the next set of free agency signings, either later today, tomorrow, or even when this comes out on Wednesday, you might see some on there.
Right.
But besides those two, right, back to the signings today. Okay, technically yesterday. Harold Landry signs with the Patriots. Just want to briefly mention because I love Harold Landry. Okay, but to the Patriots as well, we have Milton Williams, the defensive tackle, okay, signing on a $26 million average per year extension, highest paid defensive tackle in football. Did he deserve it?
I don't know. It's very tough. I mean, you have a lot of other really good D tackles around the league, like a Christian Wilkins.
Yeah.
And he's benefiting from that Super Bowl money. He's benefiting from that Super Bowl championship.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we'll see if he can keep up that production on this pretty porous Patriots team. But I like the deal. Hopefully he produces in New England, but not that much because yeah.
So we got 2 more mini ones here before we go into something else that I really want to talk about that I am just itching for. But so the Chargers make an executive decision. they are going to cut Joey Bosa. He has now hit free agency, and instead are re-signing Khalil Mack to a 1-year, $18 million extension. Very surprising, but a lot of rumors coming out of the mill that Joey Bosa is going to be a 49er. Apparently, conversations are going well. Dre Greenlaw is set to walk.
Right.
It looks like maybe there's a chance he does wind up over there. Okay.
Right.
And then finally, we have Grady Jarrett to the Chicago Bears, which we're going to take a moment right here and talk about the Bears and the offseason they're having.
Oh,
good
my God.
Lord.
Their offseason.
Ben Johnson, guy stands on business.
He standing on business. Imagine if they got DK standing on business. But, like, their offseason that they're having.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson is completely overhauling that team, and I'm here for it.
I love it.
I'm so here for it.
So even before today, okay, they trade a 6th, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Elijah, am I wrong? Was it a 5th or a 6th? Jonah Jackson. I'll figure it out. So they trade for Jonah Jackson. Odell Beckham Jr. responded to a certain accusation.
What happened?
We cannot say here. We are
I
not allowed to say
understand.
here. That would not be very good.
I understand. That is, yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna. We're.
Yeah, no, we are not. We are not. No.
We are not going to say that. 2025 6th-round pick. It was a 6th-round pick. Okay, we were correct. We got a fact check. Okay, we don't want to spread misinformation on this show. Okay.
Of course.
They trade for Jonah Jackson for a 6th-round pick, get their right guard of the future. Then they trade for Joe Thuney, all-pro, perennial Pro Bowler, 4th-round pick sent to the Chiefs for Joe Thuney. They get their left guard. Everybody said if they get a center, it might be over. Okay, I originally foresaw Ryan Kelly, then got a lot of buzz around Drew Dalman today. That buzz was confirmed. 3 years, $41 million for the former Atlanta Falcons center. And this team bolstered that offensive line. This may be the best offensive line in football now. I would put it up there with the Philadelphia's. It's a tremendous front five.
We're putting
and then
it up
finally,
with, Philly, Dallas, Indianapolis,
teams of that nature.
They're known for their offensive lines.
Yeah.
So, in 1 year, overhauling it like that, good Lord.
And then the team only extended their trenches. Okay, Dayo Odeyingbo out of Indianapolis signs a 3-year, $48 million deal. And finally, Grady Jarrett, former Atlanta Falcon, moves over with Dalman to the Bears. 3 years, $43.5 million. So they just beefed up their trenches.
Oh my God.
I love the move. I think it's very, very smart. It's very Mike Vrabel-esque. I think it's a good start for this new team. But finally, just breezing over our last 4 signings before we get out of here. Okay, Carlton Davis on the Detroit Lions, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer, winds up hitting free agency, signs with the New England Patriots on a 3-year deal worth $60 million, but it's okay because the Lions turned right around and signed one of the best corners in free agency, DJ Reed, for $12 million less. Okay, 3 years, $48 million, 16 APY for the guy. And then we have our safety market. Okay, only 2 big ones have been signed so far. Okay, outside of like Theo Jackson, a handful of others. But Cameron Bynum, former Viking and Cardinal, winds up with the Indianapolis Colts. Okay, replacing Josh Blackwell. This time 3 years, $45 million, 15 APY for the guy. And Talanoa Hufanga, my second best safety in this market, is going to the Denver Broncos on a 3-year, $45 million deal as well, but this time only 20 guaranteed. Kirsten Blaylock shaking her fist. Okay, she's very, very happy. She is a Denver Broncos fan. We'll ask her about it in the next segment because she will be coming on, but unfortunately, I think we've already ran too long for segment 1. I think we've ran much too long, so we are going to get out of here. I'm a little bit disappointed that no other moves happened, but Bengals did sign TJ Slayton, defensive tackle. That just happened, but that's about it. We are going to move on to our next segment. We're going to have a little bit of fun with Kirsten Blaylock and Jordan Evans. Thank you for coming on, brother.
Of course. Appreciate
We
y'all
will
for
catch
having
y'all
me on.
in the next segment.
Hello. So I guess the crew's getting ready for the next segment on one of our amazing shows. I'm Nick Cohen, host of Season 20 of Hitting the Field, and let me tell you about those amazing shows. On behalf of HTF, we hope you're enjoying today's content, but I'm here to tell you about everything else we offer here at the network. Mondays at 4, HTF Bets goes live for Season 10 with 3 gamblers that, although it may not always seem like it, are here to help us all earn a little bit of extra money while we watch sports. Diego Ortiz, Tyler Brownrigg, and Andrew Gregg's ball knowledge and fun personalities make this show a fan favorite. On Tuesdays, you all loved it, so we brought it back for Season 2. It's Girls Got Game, hosted by Frankie Noble, a show blending women in sports, the biggest sports news stories, and creative segments that make for a fun and engaging show. Next is everyone's favorite sports podcast, The Combine, hosted by who other than Ty Patton, an easygoing, conversational, and technical podcast dropping Wednesdays, also on Spotify at The Combine. Then tune in Thursdays at noon for the network's main show, Season 20 of Hitting the Field, hosted by me. Here, we'll cover any sport, any topic, any story, no matter how obscure. We love some football, basketball, hockey, F1. We also cover baseball, soccer, and we even have to show the UFC love sometimes. Penultimately, TGIF, because Friday is nighttime, hosted by Kathleen Moore and Matthew Bracker. Season 8 of Nighttime is where you'll turn to for all things March Madness, UCF sports, and other collegiate events. We're ending with something brand new. HTFN has never had 6 shows running at once. Also filmed in our new podcast studio is HTFC, hosted by Edgar Rodriguez and Patrick De Leon. Football, or soccer in America, is the most popular sport in the world. Across multiple leagues and cups, soccer is a year-round sport, and HTFC is your new source to stay updated. Also on Spotify, by the way, at HTFC. Outside of our 6-show roster, be sure to tune in to our other content, such as the Studio Days vlog, run by our vlog squad of Brianna St. Jean, Michaela Croker, Ashley Rowe, and Ben Huber. Make sure to follow us on our social medias like Instagram, Facebook, and X to stay updated on all HTFN news. Remember to subscribe right here on YouTube, leave a like and comment. And with that, I think we're ready for your next segment. I'm Nick Cohen. Thank you for your continued support, and back to your regularly scheduled programming.
We're joined back on segment 2 by one of my favorite people who's ever lived, okay? Abraham Lincoln, Mike Evans, Kirsten Blaylock, okay? Kirsten Blaylock has joined us today. She is, say hi to the camera, Kirsten Blaylock.
Hello. I keep saying it every time I get introduced. After coming back, the introductions just get better, and that was my favorite.
Was it your favorite?
Yes, it's been my favorite so far.
Oh,
Your
it's so
favorite
great.
person is Abraham Lincoln?
My favorite person's Abraham Lincoln, yeah. He's so
Okay.
awesome. You, Evans, Mike Evans, and Abraham Lincoln. Those are the 3.
Beautiful.
And then we were talking about this earlier. Who was my number 2 that I was talking about for a little bit, but then he dropped off? Who? Oh, the lead singer of Pearl Jam. He's up there.
Okay.
Oh, LeVar Ball. LeVar
LeVar
Ball's up
Ball.
there. I love LeVar,
Okay,
LeVar Ball.
alright.
Speaking of which, in just a little bit, we're going to play a game with Kirsten Benlock called Did or Did Not LeVar Ball Say This? And I'm going to read some quotes off, and Kirsten has to tell me if LeVar Ball actually said this.
And I'm going to be really,
Okay.
really bad.
I
but
can't
that's
wait
okay.
for it. I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
And Kirsten's going to have one phone a friend, okay?
Yes.
She's going to get a chance to
a
call
secret mystery guest.
secret mystery guest who is definitely not the former host of the show, Andrew Montana, and he will be able to tell us whether or not LeVar Ball said this. But before we go into that, okay, Kirsten Blaylock texted my phone the other day, okay? I looked down at my phone and said, Kirsten Blaylock text message, you got mail. And I opened it up. Kirsten Blaylock goes, hey, can I tell my story on how I met Crab Legs J-Bo, okay?
I didn't
You
phrase
know,
it like that.
The nefarious Crab Legs Moocher, and I was like, absolutely. Okay, you are more than welcome. So Kirsten Blaylock was in New Orleans for the Super Bowl.
Yes, I
You just so
was.
happened to stumble across the man, myth, and legend.
Yeah.
How'd this go about?
So I had the incredible honor of working the pregame show with Fox Sports. And we were put up in one of the bars on Bourbon Street right on the corner. And in that bar, there's a staircase, right? And so there's the second floor, and the first floor, and the staircase was like an L. So it was downward stairs, upward stairs, and then a platform. And there was a low hanging ceiling. So there was a big sign that said, watch your head. And at one point, I'm walking down the stairs. There's a lot of people in and out of this room, for context. All of the hosts from the F1 shows, they had been in and out. It was a Friday, so it was rehearsal for the big show. So all of those, the big Super Bowl pregame show, talent, their entourages, hair and makeup, everybody was, coming in and out. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm walking down the stairs, just doing whatever. I went to go get something. And this guy walks up the stairs. And this is embarrassing. I, at the time, could not, recognize that it was Jameis Winston. And I'm walking down the stairs, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm totally in your way. Because I'm obviously I'm starting to be nice.
Yeah, and for the people at home, okay, I don't think people know this. Jameis Winston is still playing football, okay? He's not a
He
commentator, but
is.
for the day,
Well,
because
he's
he's
a
in New
free
Orleans with the
agent.
Saints, or he was,
Yeah.
Fox offered him like a 1-day contract to take a mic and just walk around and interview people and have fun.
It was the best day ever.
He was down in New Orleans for that. You can look up the videos. He looked like a guy had a great time. But
It was
so
incredible.
you bump into him.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm in your way. Like, let me move out of the way. He's tall. If you think he looks tall, like, online, he's even taller in person.
So crazy.
And he was like, oh, like, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And I was like, oh, yeah, like, you know, you got to watch your head on this low ceiling. And he's like, yeah, I almost hit it. And I was like, yeah, I hit my head on the way down because I'm so tall. And he laughed. And I thought that was pretty great. But he was so nice. And that's literally the whole story. There's
How'd
not
you
much.
piece it together?
Like, oh, okay. So I later went on Instagram and I was like, la 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 la, NFL on Fox Instagram page. And then I was like, oh, this is the guy that I ran into
That's
earlier.
insane.
I was like, oh. I was like, maybe I should have. I don't know.
That's so crazy.
But no, it was awesome. He was really nice. I told my dad. My dad was really excited.
That's so cool.
Yeah, there's a long list of names that I met that we can,
In New Orleans?
talk on
So
later.
cool.
But that's my story. That's what I got.
When I was 11,
Mhm.
I went to Disney World with my parents, January-ish, maybe early February. And I'm walking around and I accidentally bump into some guy, like pretty much like you did, but I
Yeah.
just bumped into it by accident. So there was his family, you know. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's like, oh, don't mention it. And I was like, I know that guy. And I go home, and later that day on NFL Network, I'm watching the TV, and what's the lady reporter on the sideline that I love so much?
Aaron Andrews?
Erin Andrews.
Oh, I love Aaron Andrews.
So good. She's the best there is. She's talking about what's going on in the NFL world. She's like, yeah, all the Pro Bowlers were at Disney today, and they start showing pictures. There's Drew Brees. I bumped into Drew Brees.
Oh my God, he
And
was
I was
there.
too young. I didn't know who he was.
He was
And
in Louisiana.
I have never forgotten that. What?
He was in Louisiana.
You met Drew Brees?
I did not meet Drew
Oh.
Brees, but he was there. I saw him from afar. Him and Joe Burrow
Oh my God.
and Tom Brady. But that's
I
For
would
another
have
time.
crawled through fire and brimstone to meet my goat. Okay, I would have kissed the jam in his toes. I love Tom Brady so much. Oh my
you
goodness.
and half of Louisiana apparently, because he stepped out of that car and everybody lost their minds.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, also on the
I
Aaron
have to
Andrews
imagine
thing,
that's
really
like
quick.
what seeing Gandhi is like.
Oh,
like, When Brady steps out of the car, you're like, he's about to make some religious phonetic, you know. He's about to come out and, you know, expel some knowledge.
yeah, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Or
I'm
like
sure.
Buddha. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if I ever, see Buddha in person, I'll give you a call and
Yeah.
tell you if it's similar to seeing Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm. So, phenomenal
Yeah,
stories. We're
let's-
having
yeah.
fun, but it's time to play everybody's
this
favorite
game.
game. Did or did not LeVar Ball say this? Okay, Kirsten DeLocke, you have one phone a friend from Andrew, Montana that can be
Alright.
used at any time.
In the
And
show.
we're going to play the game. Okay, we're going to start off with, I think, somewhat of an easy one. Okay? I'm going to say it in LeVar voice. Okay, so we get it?
Okay.
You ready, Kirsten DeLocke?
As ready as I'll ever be.
The quote is, I may not have my foot anymore, but if I wanted to, I'd grow it back.
Ty, this is cheating. You told me he said that this morning when I walked in.
Texans are trading 5-time Pro Bowl offensive tackle Laramie Tunsil to the Washington Commanders for a package of picks.
What?
Whoa! Breaking news with Kirsten Blaylock.
Oh my
It's
God.
the wave. It's the wave. Get back here.
It's the wave,
the
it's the
NFL
wave.
It's the NFL. Get back on here.
He's got breaking
Laramie
news.
Tunsil's going to the Commanders. Woo!
That's something.
What? Breaking news.
Wow.
I'm crashing out. What? Houston gets a draft pick haul.
That's the news Washington tweeted about.
Oh.
That's the news
You're
they tweeted
absolutely
about.
right. Washington Commanders Twitter account posted an hour ago that they could not talk about it, but we're back. Something big is happening, but we can't talk
Hey.
about it until it actually goes through. This is what they were talking about. This is it.
They
were in
mean
conversations
business
with
this
Laramie
season.
Tunsil. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Okay, back. You can't get away with this. Back to the topic at hand.
Anyways.
Would you like me to read it again?
No, it was about him growing his foot back. You
Yeah.
told me that he said this morning. It was one of the first things you said when we were talking about it.
Yeah, but I said it was an easy one.
Oh, okay. So
starting you off
yes,
easy.
he said it.
Okay. Yeah, and she's right. Kirsten got the first one right. She knew that he was going to grow his foot back. Hey.
Which, hey, it doesn't work like that, but it's okay. I appreciate. You know what? Game recognizes game, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
All right. Your next quote
Okay.
comes from
Well, don't spoil it.
a show that Kevin Hart hosts. I don't know what it's called, but they sit in ice baths and they chat. Kevin Hart asked him
okay.
which son was his least favorite,
Okay.
and he said Jello's the worst one. Is that correct? Did he say that Jello's the worst one, or is that incorrect? Did he say that another one of his sons was the worst one? Because he did say that one of his sons was the worst one.
And that's the craziest part about this is
Yeah.
that he openly was
He has a
like,
least favorite.
That's crazy. I want to say no, but the fact that he actually picked a son, I'm like, I'm not sure. I'll say no because the setup for that was kind of a lot, and I feel like if you're lying, you're gonna give me more of a setup.
That's very fair. You got it right again. Mello is his least favorite. He hates LaMelo Ball. He does not like his youngest son.
Did you just play applause in my ears? That's awesome.
Oh, by the way, Texans trade haul. Whoa! A second and a fourth rounder plus a third rounder this year.
That's all this year.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Wow. Okay, back to our game.
Back to the game.
Back to the game.
We're gaming.
We gotta stay hot.
Yeah.
All right.
Just give me the quote.
The quote is, "I'll make $1 million babies."
Oh, I feel like he definitely said that.
Did he?
I want to say yes.
Did he?
I don't.
Are you sticking with yes?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
He just said that. He said that one. He said I make $1 million babies. Good job, Kirsten Belloc. Okay, we're starting
You have
to
to
get.
give me a hard one.
We're starting to get into a little bit more tricky situations.
Okay.
Okay. The rest of these are specific. Okay.
Okay.
I took quotes. Some of them are changed around from what they originally were, but
Okay.
similar. Some of them are the exact quotes. Okay. You have to tell me
Oh.
for the rest of these whether or not they are exactly what he said or whether I tweaked it. And it's not like I changed like the to a. It's like I actually tweaked something.
You changed like
Yeah, I
a
changed
full
something.
subject of the
Yes.
sentence. Okay. I think this is where I'm gonna have to use my phone a friend.
Okay. Here's the first one. Who else do you know that has 3 sons in the NBA, a verified Primby account, and the ability to grow feet back?
What is Primby?
Primby.
What is that?
That is a Instagram account that started paying him on Cameo. Bless you. And they pay him on Cameo, so he take videos for him. And like that's all their content now. They just pay him to make videos, and then they post it on their account, and they make money off it.
Oh. So he said 3 sons in the NBA.
Who else do you know that has 3 sons in the NBA, a verified Primby account, and the ability to grow feet back? Now, mind you, this is a bit of an older video.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
say
will-
no.
I will.
I'm gonna say you changed
sticking with
it. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it.
That he didn't say it?
That he did not say that. And you
Oh,
changed
that's
something.
wrong. He
Is
did
it
say that. This was
He
before
did?
Jello tried to become a rapper. This is when Jello was still
Oh,
in the NBA. He did say this.
Oof.
You got one wrong, okay? You got one more that you can get wrong before everybody brands you the combine loser, okay?
Whoa!
We're going
That
forward.
that
Okay.
was so loud.
Me?
No, in my ears. I didn't know there were stakes to this. I thought I was coming on for fun.
Oh, you are coming on for fun. I really enjoyed that James Wilson conversation, but now, hey.
There's a second game that's happening right now where Elijah's playing things in my ears and I can't react.
Yeah, you know what the best part is? I can't hear it. I
Oh,
can't
that's
hear
even
any
better.
of that. I haven't been able to hear it, so you're just getting pelted with applause, and I get pure bliss and silence. And I kind of like it because I'm getting my alerts on my phone for NFL free agency through this earbud in my ear, so I don't have to like stress about hearing.
Okay.
And then.
I'm locked
Okay.
in.
Okay. Finalized numbers: 2025 third-round pick, 2026 second-round pick, and a 2026 fourth-round pick to the Texans in exchange for Laramie Tunsil and a 2026 fourth-round pick. So swap of fourths next year, and then they get a second next year and a third this year. Next up. Okay.
Let's do it.
Who's better, the Chiefs or LaVar? If I wanted to, I could go 1 versus 50.
I want to say you tweaked that. I don't know, Ty.
You want to use it for this one?
Is there a harder one, you think?
There's one on here that's tweaked finally.
Okay. Then I'll save it. I'm going to say you tweaked that one. Ty, stop doing that.
You want to lock it in?
Yeah, I'm going to lock it in.
That's incorrect. He said that.
He actually said that?
He said that one. He followed it up with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Guess what? I got that.
Oh.
I love LeVar Ball. He's so funny. Okay. There are 3 left. Okay. Next one. I'm the best basketball player who's ever lived.
I feel like he said that.
Who? Him or me?
LeVar Ball.
You locking that in?
Yeah, I'll lock that.
He didn't say that.
Ty, what the heck?
Wow.
He's never said that.
Wow. Kirsten Belloc, you were an even 3 for 3. You were at 500 with 2 left. Can Kirsten Belloc go above 500? Okay. Next one. I'm just sucking it up on the highway.
That's it? That's the whole quote.
Well, it was paraphrased. It was taken out of context, but, yes.
So then it's true.
No. Did I tweak it or did I not tweak it? Because all of these I pull, but then did I tweak something here? Or
He did not say.
you say he did not say it?
I'm inclined to agree with Elijah. I feel like no, but also I would love to know the context, but also I don't want to know. I'm going to say he said that, but I don't know why.
He did say that. He said that because he was trying to make a 6-7 edit, but instead of I still stay strapped on the highway, he said, I'm sucking it up on the highway. He couldn't figure out what the words were. He didn't bother to look them up. So he just...
That's embarrassing, but that's all right.
Okay, this is it right here.
Okay, this is the last one.
This is the last one.
I'm ready.
Okay, in response to talking about Michael Jordan, Stephen A. asked, who was better, LeBron or Kobe Bryant? LeVar Ball said it's no longer Kobe and LeBron. It's who's better, LeVar or Michael Jordan. Stephen A. said nobody's talking about LeVar Ball. And he said, look at you. I'm the best. But then he said, 1-on-1, he got me. But 5-on-5, I've never lost. Did he say that?
I feel like Andrew was telling me this morning. I think he did.
Did he?
He was telling me something about Michael Jordan this
I want you
morning
to use
for
your phone a
Ball.
friend. Call
You
him.
want me to?
I want to talk to
okay.
Andrew Montana live on the combine.
Okay, I'm calling. We're phoning it in.
See if he knows it off the top of his head.
All right, phone is ringing.
We're calling Andrew Montana.
Old combine host. Hello?
Hello.
You're live on the combine. Say hello to the people.
Hi everybody. I'm currently at Costco. I already got gas, but I'm getting an ice cream. I'm at the new one too. It's kind of
Okay.
Andrew
Besides the
Montana.
point.
just strawberry vanilla.
Okay, Ty Patton wants to talk to you.
Andrew Montana,
Hi, Ty Patton.
we have a question for you.
What's the question?
Kirsten Blaylock has 4 correct and 3 incorrect. So if she gets this wrong, she's 500 on the day. If she gets this right,
Then
she
I
breaks
win.
500.
Yeah, then I win.
So did LeVar say this or did LeVar not say this in response to whether he was better than Michael Jordan? LeVar said, 1-on-1, he got me. But 5-on-5, I've never lost.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Bruh.
That's not the answer.
He did say that. He
did.
And oh my God, there is a kiwi box flying across the parking lot. No, he did say that. 100%.
He did say that. 1-on-1, he
Without
got me.
tweaking.
5-on-5, never lost. Locking that in?
Yes, he did say that. By the way, why is this phone a friend? I thought we were past that point.
Okay, goodbye. I'll talk to you later. Did
I
he
hate to say it, but that was incorrect.
It was
he
wrong?
didn't say that. He
My
said
phone
5
a
on
friend
5. He got
screwed
me,
me
but
over?
1-on-1, I've never lost. That was my one that I tweaked that I thought Andrew was gonna be able to pick out from the crowd, and he couldn't.
He was distracted.
He
very
couldn't.
distracted.
Look at you. This guy Andrew Montana sold you.
I
Kirsten
know.
Bella.
What the heck?
Text him and call him an idiot.
I
Anyways,
will.
I think that's all the time that we have for the Combine. We are looking at my Twitter one more time. The Raiders have agreed to terms with safety Jeremy Chin on a 2-year deal for over $16 million, with over 75% of it guaranteed.
Oh.
That is a really good deal, actually. I liked it a lot. I think that's all we have for our trade free agency conversation. Sorry, I blanked for a
No, it's
second,
okay.
but we're so glad that we got a trade done while Kirsten Blaylock was here.
I'm
Okay, that's
so
the highlight of
excited.
my day. Okay.
I was so excited. I wanted to be here when the news broke, and I was.
I'm so happy this came to fruition.
Well, I'm sad I lost, but I did tell you that I wasn't going to be good at it.
Yeah, but you went 500. Okay, you told me
Yeah.
you weren't going to be that good. I said you were going to be that good. We fit right in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
I was better than expected. So.
You were. Now, hopefully, this isn't the last of Kirsten Blaylock on the Combine. Hopefully, she comes on and talks more us about Crab Legs J-Bo. But for the time being, that's all we got. Say goodbye to the camera, Kirsten Blaylock. Actually, you know what? You send us out.
Oh, I'm so flattered. All right. Well, thank you so much for listening, watching, for hanging out with us here on the Combine. It's been a great day. More NFL trade news to come. And that's all for now. That's all I
Catch
got.
you later.
Bye.
Ah!